It's Sunday morning in Las Vegas. I've been here since Wednesday, and guys, last night was not a good night. I'm gonna go over what led to one of my biggest losses in history. You're gonna see a lot of it coming up in reels and videos. But before I get into exactly what happened and why I'm mad, but not, well, maybe I'm rationalizing stuff, who knows. I want to address that, I have girls that come in and out of my videos, and they all know what they're signing up for. I know these people. It's not just some random people usually, or maybe it's a friend of a friend or whatever. I want you guys to realize that, even though these girls are attractive, they don't like being called prostitutes and escorts in the comments, all right? You guys are it makes, honestly, you look stupid, okay? By the way, most of these girls are in their 30s too, by the way. People will reference this girl, oh, that girl's 19, it's sad. No, you're sad for writing that, okay? So just stop. They read the comments and it's what the hell, So even though they kind of know what they're signing up for, they're not used to the attention and they don't need to hear this stuff. And if you're one of the people that follow me and know one of these girls and then reach out to them to give them a hard time for hanging out with me, dude, beat it. Get off my damn page, dude. You're a hater, all right? So stop the nonsense, guys. It's been going on. I never really addressed it before, but, it happens with these girls. Now, usually there's a lot of positive stuff, and most of them could handle it and think it's funny, or, oh, my God, this guy from high school, and I went there to talk to him in 15 years, stuff like that. They think it's funny, but sometimes, guys, you got to realize, dude, you can't just go call a hot chick an escort because you feel like it, all right? It's kind of effed up, so you really shouldn't do that, okay? Have some manners, little buddy, all right? And also, you guys like to say, okay, oh, look at John, she's only with him because of the money. Yeah, okay, buddy. I've been with hot chicks my whole damn life, just so we're all on the same page, dude. And I haven't had money my whole damn life, all right? I've had this jawline, though, I've had my sense of humor, I've had my charisma, I've had my height, I've had my, you know what I was gonna say, but I'm gonna keep it clean. All right, so let's just chill out on that part, okay, guys? And what I got into Caesar's Palace here, dude, in the first place, man, the host reached out to me and asked me if I want to come there. He follows me, sent me a nice message. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'll come there, but they're not gonna let me film. Well, he got the biggest people in the organization involved. I met the president of operations. I've met their people in their marketing department, their promotional people. Everything was put in place nicely, okay? The highest people in the organization were paying attention to this. Very similar to when I did Aria for the MGM Corporation, okay? We have a resume, guys, that's unparalleled in terms of live streaming, dude, all right? You got Red Rock, you got Rio, you got the Strat. Okay, other people have done those, okay? Maybe not all three of those, but maybe some people have done all three. Okay, what else you got though, John? Hard Rock, Fountain Blue, even though I don't have privileges, I was on someone else's live stream. I got Aria, MGM Mansions. I've done a couple local ones. So I'm very happy with my resume. And putting Caesar's Palace on it is a good thing. I'm only the third person to ever film here, guys, ever, okay? The first was a guy named Exposed, and that wasn't very long ago, and he got absolutely destroyed. With his loss, makes me feel better about my loss, to be honest with you. But I DM'd with him afterward. It was a rough one. He had a rough one. And then a guy named DGen Dalt, he's a younger guy that's a great dude. He's not even necessarily a super high limit player, but he has content, and that they let him. I think his host maybe maneuvered the system a little bit, and I have no idea if he plans to come back. But I was looking at this relationship with Caesars as, hey, let's move into the future here at your other properties. Let's make sure this goes well, and maybe we could do something on a somewhat consistent basis. I get along with my host. They have properties all over the place. The host is actually out of Pittsburgh, and he goes and travels around to their different spots. So that could be kind of a fun thing to do. We needed to make sure everything went well here, and it did. I think the Caesars people, I haven't talked to them yet, but I'm thinking they're gonna be very happy with the content we put out. Now, it didn't go well though, because I didn't win. And I lost my full credit line. And a lot of it was off camera last night. We had a salon to ourselves. We didn't film the whole thing in entirety, but I was pulling out my phone on fun hands. Guys, we got to a point, dude, where I slammed a damn chip, and their $500 chips are white. I go, like that, and the chip actually broke. I did that once before at, where did it happen at? At Ocean, I believe. Yeah, was it Ocean? Oh, either Ocean or Borgata. Yeah, it was Borgata. I did that damn thing. I've never seen it happen before, where I actually, like that, and the chip actually broke, okay? And it's on the table in like little pebbles, all right? I'm not kidding you. There's plenty of witnesses for that last night too, but I don't think we got that on tape. That would have been good. I'm not mad at myself, guys. I'm not mad at myself. You know, I talk about how I've lost in the past. You know, my big loss last September at Wynn was because I didn't follow my own damn rules. Well, I didn't really not follow the rules this time, guys. It just went bad. And I took some shots that, you know, in retrospect, you know, hindsight's always 20/20. I wish I didn't take those shots because the cards never turned. But I've been tired. I've been kind of on tilt this entire visit. I'm at a place that's new to me. Went to Red Rock beforehand. Everything's just been a little off this entire trip, okay? So I also started to look at, gosh, this is happening too often lately. And then I realized that the last time it happened, guys, was at Baha Mar on New Year's Eve, which was over 3 months ago, but it didn't even really happen at Baha Mar. You know why? Because I made that money back on the rest of that trip. And if you read the Sarasani Rules of Blackjack, we account for the trip in its entirety. So that, yeah, I lost $250,000, but that doesn't count because I made almost all of it back, okay? The one that does hurt, though, is a few months prior to that in September at the Wynn. Now, I look at that Wynn relationship now that I have with them, and I go, wait a minute. Was that almost a good thing? And in a lot of ways it was. It helped me out because people see that I'm not invincible, so casinos were more welcoming to me. Before that, a lot of them were cutting me off. But a few things went down, guys. Number one, they gave me a discount, a 10% discount on that loss. So I wasn't down 250, I was only down 225 in actuality. Then I've been back there since then, and I think I won 40 and 35. So that's 75 grand. So 6 months, you know, so we chipped away at it. But bigger picture than that, though, was when I'm going to have these $250,000 losses, guys, the Sarasani Rules of Blackjack, yeah, they hurt, dude. They hurt. But if it only happens once every 6 months, the rules actually could weather that, all right? Yeah, it stinks, guys. It stinks because I'm wiping out losses, but I'm still up on the year, well into the six figures. It's only March. It's only freaking March, okay? So, you know, it's a money management strategy that I've been following, and I followed it on this trip. It just didn't work. I mean, dude, if they're pulling 21s on when they have a 6 showing on a consistent basis and you're just getting destroyed, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? God can't come play blackjack. God can't come down and start playing the hands of blackjack with an expected victory, okay? God can't. It's like my dad was a high school football coach, and people would come knocking on his door wanting to say, hey, will you help my kid get into this college or that college, play football and stuff? And my dad would be like, God can't get your son a scholarship. Why? Because he runs a 4.9 and he plays running back. That's why, okay? He's a good high school football player, though. All right, pal? Anyway, just so mad at myself, dude. I'm not even mad at myself. I'm just mad about the situation. I'm just not happy about it at all. So one of the things I don't do that I should do is negotiate discounts up front with the casinos I go to, okay? And I don't do it because I literally don't plan on losing, and it doesn't happen very often, okay? Now, Wynn was great. They gave me 10% off the bat. I mean, we had to request it and stuff. Here at Caesar's Palace, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to give me the discount or not. I have no idea. We did not negotiate it up front, and the people here have been great. They really have. The highest people at the organization are paying attention. And, you know, hopefully they still want to do stuff with me. And honestly, it might help in the long run that I had this loss. I come do this and, you know, flat bet 1,000 and then I'm taking them for, you know, 60 grand. And they're like, all right, well, that was cool, but I don't know if we want to really do this with this guy. So hopefully, you know, this does help that Caesars wants to keep doing it. At their other properties. You know, they have a beautiful property in New Orleans, a beautiful property in Lake Tahoe, just a lot of good stuff going on in general. So let's let that play out and we'll see where it takes us. Today, I'm gonna kind of screw around, guys. I'm gonna take 25 grand, maybe 50, just because I'm freaking so on tilt now, and try to make a run over at Rio tonight. It's the return of Yang. Anybody that's been paying attention, me and Yang had a battle over at Rio. I usually only bet $500 there. I'm going to play maybe $1,000 this time. We shall see. And then we're going to do another thing over at the Strat with Vegas. Paulie C's friends with those guys, and he's going to make a cameo. We're doing that actually pretty soon here at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Listen, I appreciate all your support. A lot of you guys are giving me like lifestyle advice and all that kind of stuff. I want you to remember one thing, guys. I have safeguards already in place. The $250,000 credit line in itself is the safeguard. Well, John, when you're losing like that, don't lose more than you could afford to lose. No crap, guys. That's why I have it at $250,000. I could afford to lose that. And I certainly could afford to lose it once every 6 months, because in between that, 60 grand, 90 grand, 120, 30, 40, okay? And then you lose the 250, it wipes it out. One thing I'm not great at is when I get in that, just keeping that distinction of between the 100 to 200 mark. Down you're 100, and now you start to not care if you're down 200 because you want to just make that run. It's a bad way to look at things, man. That's a bad way to look at things. However, runs like that have gotten me all the way back to even plenty of times. And who knows, man? I'm saying I'm glad I didn't have that $1 million line. Well, what if I had another $250,000, man, and tried to make a run to get that 250 back? Is it in the realm of possibility? It certainly is, but it also might be put me in a position now where I'm down $500,000 and I've wiped off. And I'm definitely down for the year then, because I was up, I think, 460 going into this around. And now I'm only up, 210, but we'll see what they do with the discounts. You follow me? Maybe 235 if they discount it. My bad for not negotiating that discount up front. So that's where things are at, man. We're going to keep our head up. We're going to have some fun today. I'm going to try to get some sleep when I go back. Next weekend, I'm at Foxwoods, guys, and it's the Big Poppy, Jason, Mr. Handpay. It's a $300,000 blackjack tournament that a lot of you guys saw me win last summer. So I'm hoping to see some people. We're doing a thing at DraftKings Sports Bar for March Madness. If you're on the East Coast, you definitely want to come up. I'm doing a meet and greet, but it's really a party. We're having a party. So if you want to come. Much love, everybody. I appreciate the well wishes, and remember what I said about those damn girls too. Be cool, guys. It's not okay to be saying that stuff to a girl.